Hey guys, we have a Disaster Dragon profile here, and this is what I took to regionals last week, and unfortunately I missed out on top 8 by 1, so I came ninth. So yep, I was pretty upset about that, but it was my first regionals ever, so I guess you can't really complain. Anyway, here's the profile. We have triple Red Eyes Darkness Metal, and you have to run this guy in 3s, because he's an easily summonable 2800 attacker, and he can bring back all your dragons, which gives you free +1s every turn. So, very good card, underrated card, and people hate him because he provides too many pluses every turn, so yep. And next we have triple Red Eyes Wyvern, and some people tend to run 2. In this variant I like to run 3 because I can bring back my Red Eyes a lot easier, and having 3 is just like, because usually I draw into 1 or 2, so with Future Fusion, if I get it and I have one of these in hand, I can send the other 2, so it's pretty handy. Some people say it clogs your hand, but I like him. It runs over like heaps of things now, since people aren't running Thunder King that much anymore, so it runs over quite a lot of stuff, which is pretty handy. Next, triple Quacky Mirror Drago. Everyone hates this card. It's the troll card of the deck. It just trolls everyone hard. You should have like a troll face right there. Anyway, pretty much his effect is neither player can special summon light or dark monsters, so it says no to BLS, says no to tour guides, says no to a lot of stuff right now. Like, I thought I'd be dropping this guy down to 2 with the format, with the new ban list, since plants are gone, agents were hit pretty hard, but he's still really good at 3. Everyone hates the card. Next, triple Marsh Dragon is the searcher of the deck. He can tutor out pretty much all the handy dragons that you need. At the start of the format, I was thinking about running 2 as well, with Inzectors being a primary deck, but with the cards I have in the deck, I can stop their effects anyway, so they just attack into this, so it still gets the effect pretty often. Next, to Delta Flyer, the tuner of the deck. I could probably drop this to 1, since I'm running in the deck at 41 right now, but I like him at 2, because usually I might have to RFG him for a Red Eyes or something, or if it gets removed somehow, I still have 1 more tuner left in the deck, but yeah, running at 1 would be fine. Next, 1 Exploded Dragon, to get rid of problem monsters, such as Scrap Dragon, BLS, a lot of stuff really. I might put him up to 2 actually. He's like really, really good. Like, he gets rid of Lagia as well, which is pretty nice. Next, to Thunder King Ryo. Right now, he's average really. Like, I'm just putting him in just to stop potted dualities and Sangan surges and stuff. Although it's pretty nice to have him in here. You know, 3 is a bit overkill, so 2 is like the perfect amount right now. I don't side the 3rd either. I don't find to ever really need to have 3, so yep. Next, we have triple Effect Veiler for the Inzector and Wind-Up matchups. Nothing really much to say here. Like, triple Veiler, you pretty much, like, you don't need to have it, but turn 1 against Wind-Ups, you need to open with either this or Maxi to keep your hand. But usually drawing into like 2 Maxi is perfectly fine, but drawing into 2 or 3 Veiler can be cloggy, but you need to have it opening turn against Wind-Ups, so you can't really complain. Next, triple MST, with the fact that there are Phoenix Chains going around everywhere now, and the fact that this deck loses to a lot of traps, so prisons and stuff, which really doesn't kill the deck, but it really hurts. Next, to Potted Duality for hand consistency and to get rid of dead cards and like to make your hand a bit more consistent. Usually, I don't run 3 because whenever I use Potted Duality, one of the cards I get is always one more, so I found it really cloggy at times. But so I think 2 is the perfect number. If I was running pure, I would consider running 3, mainly because the fact of Divine Dragon Apocalypse, you can pitch it to get a red eye stand. So yep. Next, Future Fusion, you need to have it send 5 dragons from your deck to your graveyard. Pretty much sets up your graveyard for your big plays and pushes. We have the One Book of Moon, best neg one ever, I reckon. Nah, not the best neg one ever, but pretty good. Dark Hole, Monster Reborn, obvious. Heavy Storm. That's it for the spells. Now traps. We have 2 Solemn Warning, the 2 Call the Haunteds. Now, people have been deciding to drop Call the Haunteds. I don't know why. Like, say if you have Quackimera Drago on the field, or say T-King, they use a Dark Hole on it, which I've seen a lot of people do. And they summon Tour Guide, or go E-Call, or Potted Duality. You chain Call the Haunted on Quackimera Drago or T-King respectively, and they lose. They neg on you, plus they used up their Dark Hole. They're in a pretty bad spot. Very, very good card. It's so chainable. And it pretty much you can bring back your red eyes as well, and then bring back another dragon for a 3+. And next we have 2 Torrential Tributes. Very smart choice of Konami. Very smart. With a lot of decks now that they swarm. Well, not really swarm, but it's mainly just the wind-ups that swarm, but Samurais are going to be hot as well, so this is going to be very good. Yeah, just an all-around good card. Next we have 2 Fiendish Chain. I'd probably be running 3. I have 3, but I found that triple Veiler, I'd rather have run 3 Effective Veiler, 2 Chain, than 3 Chain and 2 Effective Veiler, mainly because I need to have this guy opening hand. Effective Veiler opening hand. Otherwise, it is pretty useless. And the one Solemn Judgment, because it's Solemn Judgment and he's good. That rounds out the main deck. Look at my mat, guys. So cool. We have my extra deck. 5-headed Dragon, Chimera Tech, Levier, Leviathan, Utopia, 2 Stardust Dragon, Scrap Dragon, Thought Ruler Archfiend, Black Rose Dragon, Ancient Fairy Dragon, Exploded Dragon Wing, and a Bryanak. I got a dual terminal. Yeah. How did I get this? I got it off a friend off eBay. He ordered it for me, so very happy. It looks so sick. And the one Orient Dragon. Only change I'd make... Oh, I'm sorry. Orient and Catasta. And Rescue Cat Token. Only change I'd make to the extra deck is probably add in an Iron Chain. I found that I can go for like level 6 synchros a lot. But unfortunately, Bryanak and Orient's attack just don't cut it really. So I like to have Iron Chain. And plus the milling effect is pretty good. Like right now, it's not really reason why people didn't use it was because Plant required the graveyard in there. So obviously, we wouldn't use it against decks that require their graveyard setup, but against like Inzektor or Wind-Ups, you mill the key cards, so it's pretty good. And for my side deck, move this over here. Side deck. We have 2 Cyber Dragon, use this against Wind-Ups, anything that put in T-Kings against me, and Machina Gadgets as well. Just an all-around good card, get out easily summonable, and he's an easily summonable 2100 beater, so also baits out the warnings and stuff. Next we have 2 Smashing Grounds against Chaos Dragons, Lightsworns, what else? Dino-Rabbit, get rid of the Lagia Dolka. Yeah, it's pretty good card, and the Mirror Match as well. Next we have 2D Prison against the Mirror Match, Gladiator Beasts, Rogue matchups pretty much. And I guess you could side in against Rabbit, but it's kind of iffy. Next we have 2 Dust Tornado. Pretty much sided these in a lot of the time because people side in heaps of traps against my deck, and Macrocosmos / Fisher, which really hurts, so I need to have these to get rid of him. 2 Black Horn of Heaven, side him in against Wind-Ups. Dino-Rabbit, any deck that synchros heavily. Lightsworns to an extent, but it depends what they're running. If they're running Twilight, yes. If they're running like pure Lightsworns, probably not, but still a good card. 2 Shadow Mirror, yeah, against Dark Worlds, Infernities, Inzektor, Black Wings. Wouldn't side this against a mirror match, not worth it. 2 Rivalry Warlords, side this in against Wind-Ups. Rabbit, any synchro deck. Gladiator Beast to an extent, and yeah, really good card. It means they can't exceed as well. Like if they have 2 Wind-Up sharks, they can't exceed into anything other than a fish, so they're stuck with 2 sharks. It happened to me at regionals, is pretty funny. And the 1 Bottomless Trap Hole. Changes to my side deck. I'd like to put in 2 compulsory evacuation devices, because the Shining is now legal here. So heroes are going to be big, and heroes hate compulse, so I'm going to try to fit in 2 compulse. But yeah, that's the deck, and I hope you guys enjoy. Rate, comment, subscribe. We'll be uploading more box openings and stuff soon. We have some stuff coming, which would be happy to open. Pretty much the battle pack, which comes out in June, May to June, so be happy to open up a box of that. Hope to pull a couple of tour guides, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Rate, comment, subscribe. See you guys.